Cobra Commander issue number 2. That's right, folks. The first villain book in this new series of Energon universe books has us going into the Everglades or something, and we're fighting some crazy redneck type of guys, and it's just a really destructive horror book. It's really weird. I know Williamson billed this as a horror book from like the get-go. I guess I just didn't really consider what that would mean for G.I. Joe. I don't really particularly like think of those characters as like horror adjacent characters. But this book is pretty trippy. It's like bloody and destructive and insane in so many ways. So we open up this issue and we're with Buzzer and Ripper. They are two of the Dreadnoks, and they are torturing a couple guys who stepped in the wrong territory. They're the only ones that get to traffic, guns through this part of the wherever. So, they get a chainsaw and start cutting the son of a bitch up. He dies. They literally tie up the other one, and they're going to drag him behind their big, crazy tank vehicle machine just to take them to who wanted to traffic guns in, like, their neighborhood. It's insanity. These guys are crazy and freaks, and it's just everything you could think of, like, just insane redneck adjacent guys that live in the backwoods and just look like a bunch of muscular freaks. Like, that's what they're doing. They chainsaw guys up, they drag them behind on a chain, and he literally gets like dragged across like the ground, just like on a road and it's paved, and he like, it's crazy how destructive this book gets for these characters. Because you're not really thinking about it. You're not expecting it to be that like deadly. But it is. That's pretty crazy. So then we cut to, like, I guess, like a wharf. Maybe not even a wharf. Just, like, a sidewalk somewhere where there's, like, tourist attraction. And there's, like, a kid making a face at Cobra Commander because he's there with his protector. And Cobra Commander wants to, like, kill him. Like, this kid. But his protector's like, no, you can't. And Cobra Commander is so pissed. And this is where we get, like, another plot detail. So we open up the first issue, and it's, like, about Cobra Law, like, this underground society. And Cobra Commander was a part of that, and we think he hides his face because he's scarred, but he also is a human. Like, he is a person who was from, like, normal human conditions who went to Cobra Law, so it's a reason why he hides his face. He likes it more than Earth. He hates being with the people, with humanity. He hates humanity. They kind of sneak around to go into, like, a secret place, and Cobra Commander starts asking the question of, like, why did they send a protector for me? Is it because they don't trust me to do this thing? Did Galablos not trust me to be a part of this world and get the Energon we're searching for? We get a page where we see, like, the protector being turned into a human to blend in. Like, look, we feel like the commander is going to do okay, but if things get intense, it could be kind of hard. We need someone to keep an eye on him, and that's what you're going to do. So this Cobra Law person is now turned into looking like a human, and they don't like it, but it's for the greater good of their people, so they accept it. Cobra Commander doesn't like it. He doesn't like the idea that he's being questioned by Cobra Law. He's like, I am here for my people. I'm doing this for them. You don't trust me because you think I am human? You don't know who you're dealing with. And it looks like they're about to get into like a little bit of a scrap, and then like a soldier security walks up like, what are you guys doing over here? This ain't for tourists. And he's like, look, you're my protector, okay? Protect me from this guy who wants to do something about it. So this security officer starts shooting his gun at the protector. It does no damage. And then the protector uses his big old head, smashes in the head of the guard, killing him and ripping his arms off. And you're like, holy shit. That's pretty crazy. It's so graphic. Like, all of these books, I would say, except for, like, the Duke book, the Transformers one, too, it's so graphic, but it's more like robots being killed. Everything's so graphic. It's really interesting, because you're not really thinking about it. But we find out that, Cobra Commander just wanted, like, the Protector to kill that guy and fight him so he could be alone, because he stumbles upon the shack he wants to go into. He opens it up, and he finds, like, a bunch of dead people, like, strung up, and, like, corpses and bones are hanging everywhere. He's looking for the Energon. That is when the Dreadnoks return. And they're like, who the hell is this guy dressed in some weird clothing? Think you're in the wrong place there, buddy. He's like, look, I don't have time for your bullshit, okay? I don't care. So he starts shooting at them, and they're like, oh shit, looks like we don't have to hold back anymore. And you see, like, Cobra Commander throws a grenade at their big vehicle. He blows it up. Buzzer is pissed off. He's ready to kill him. And Cobra Commander just runs back into the woods, and as like their vehicles exploding and on fire, that is when Zorana shows up. She's like, "What the hell are you guys doing over here? You idiots! We can't be in this part of the swamp. We have to get going right now." And I don't care who attacked you guys, whatever it was, whatever they were, it doesn't matter. They're not going to survive anyways, because we know what lives in this country and in this part of the swamp. And I'm like, yeah, you do probably. That's pretty sick. So then Cobra Commander, he's still like looking for his thing. He's like, okay, there's so much Energon like power over here. I could get close to it. He hears a noise crunching around him in the forest. He's like, is that Protector? I'll have to go out and look. He accidentally, I guess, steps on some loose piece of ground and falls into some creek somewhere, and there's a bunch of big, scary crocodiles. Or I guess it's alligators, because the next issue says Cobra versus Gators. And I guess because we saw Gators earlier in the book. So are we going to have Crocmaster appear in this book next? That'd be cool. That's an action figure I know. Just like I know Zorana, I have that classified figure, you know. That's pretty cool. But I'm like, this is just horrific. There's blood everywhere. We literally have the Dreadnoks hanging body parts up in a shack. It's so like deadly and just grotesque, and it's kind of interesting. It's such a unique twist on what this character is. I do genuinely think it's interesting because you're not really expecting that from this book. And this is hardly like the Cobra Commander that we know, who like runs Cobra and is like one of the most deadly forces in the world. This is a guy that's just like, I need stuff for science. I hate people. I don't care about any casualties or anything. I just want this to go my way. He could literally give two shits about anything going on. And that's a pretty interesting thing to explore. This book is really interesting. I do like it. I'm having a ton of fun with it. So, Cobra Commander issue number 2, I am going to give an 8 out of 10. Now, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And of course, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.